What does fully balanced mean? This question comes from Thomas in Houston, Texas. He writes, first off, who's that blonde babe waving goodbye in the lower left of the screen on your video flyaway? That's my wife, Terry. And she is a cutie pie. Thanks. That's funny. Second, a seller advertised an amplifier line stage as being fully balanced, but looking at the inputs of the unit, I see both RCA and XLR. Now, I know the difference between single-ended and balanced, but this is not my question. My question is, are the ads referring to some kind of internal circuitry downstream of the inputs? And if so, what's the difference? What makes one internal circuitry single-ended and one balanced? So essentially, what does fully balanced mean? Well, I'm probably partially responsible for that term because it irritated me for years to have manufacturers claim that their amplifiers were balanced. They had balanced inputs, but they didn't have balanced circuitry inside. And I kind of rebelled against that and came up with the term fully balanced, which means basically that the input, while balanced, and I'll explain what that is, and I think we've been through this before, it extends throughout the circuit to be fully balanced. So, as we know, balanced circuitry is when we have two signals to carry the interconnecting signal, right? And if you can see it here on this output, there's three connectors. So a XLR balanced cable has three connectors, which is or three pins inside the connector, and it's ground, plus and minus, and they are opposing signals. So we have a balanced signal that where the non-inverting signal is in phase and going up and down as it should, and the inverted signal is the opposite. So when the non-inverting signal goes positive, the inverting signal goes negative, and we have a difference between the two, and I'm not going to get into that because we've been through this before, and I'll explain it again if you want, but basically that allows, this difference signal allows us to use what's called common mode rejection, where anything in common to the cable, like hum going through the cable that gets on both the inverted and the non-inverted signal wires at the same time, is rejected by the amplifier. So, going back to fully balanced, for many years, and still to this day, the inputs, and that's actually an input over here. Sorry for those on Ohm's law, but I'm pointing to the balanced XLR inputs on a stellar gain cell DAC. Those inputs can be balanced where they have common mode rejection so that we have a difference amplifier in that position to give us the advantages of a balanced cable. But then everything turns into single-ended, and now we have a single-ended circuitry, and you don't continue this balancing act, if you will, throughout the entire circuit. So we don't do that unless we tell you that we do that. And so yes, there is a difference. So internally in our products, they are fully balanced, meaning from input to output, there's a balanced circuit. In the output section, many times you'll take a single-ended circuit and you'll just put an inverter at the output so that you have two. So it takes it's just an extra component like an op-amp. You'll take that op-amp, you'll flip the signal around, and that'll make a push-pull balanced output that goes into another product, and you'll take the advantages of the balanced cable, but you won't get the advantages, those same advantages, with a balanced circuit internal. So that's what full balanced means. It's balanced not only on the input and output, but throughout the entire circuitry of the unit in question. Thanks for the question. It was a really good one. I'll talk to you tomorrow.